Okay, so I have a student having difficulty with the loft. What we have here in the structures, we have a sweep feature over here providing some of the fender, and then on the bottom of this we just have a simple loft. So the simple loft actually contains the profile on the top, a profile on the bottom, and it's supposed to be a smooth transition from the top to the bottom, but we have a bulge in here. So if we look at this, if we go to the loft feature and take a look at what we're doing, everything looks good. We have this dialog box over here which allows us to select loops. We're going to cover that here in just a little bit. But essentially we have one profile or second profile in here, top and bottom, and we have our guide. But the problem with the guide is that we have three different sketch entities in it. We have an arc over here, a line over here, and then another arc over here, and open on the bottom. So it doesn't really know which one to select. And that's where this loop selection will help us with that. So we're going to go over here to our guide, and we're just going to go ahead and take that out. We're going to clear that selection. Kind of talk about this from the very, very beginning. So we can choose select closed loop in here, and go ahead and select on that guide curve, and it's not going to let us do it. It's not going to let us select that. Even if we go in here to our future flyout, it's not going to let us select that. So we don't get the green check mark. That's an indication that the selection that we're trying to choose is going to be a good one. So there is no closed loop in here. It's open on the bottom, but it's closed everywhere else, so that's not going to work. The other one is select an open loop, and what that's going to do, and it gives us a green check mark next to the cursor, and also up here in our loop selection box, and it tells us it's going to be good. But that's the same problem we had before, is it's selecting all these loops in here, and it's either going to favor the front or the back. So right now it looks like it's favoring the back but bulging in the front. However, you select this one over here, it's going to do the same thing, and in reverse it'll probably bulge in the back. Not a good selection. This is actually the good one, the select group, which means we can select individual elements in here for that. But before we get there, let's go ahead and check this one out. That's going to be our select region, and we can go in here and try to select a region. Not going to let us do it because we don't have enclosed geometry. Or we can go over here just for standard selection, and again the same thing. It's going to, depending on what we pick first, it's just going to pick all the lines associated with that, and it's going to bulge out the back. So let's try this one. Let's go to select group, and now we can go in here individually and select different items. Before we do that, let's go ahead and take out our previous selection. We're going to go ahead and clear that selection. We're going to go ahead and click on that line over here for one, and then we'd have to go to the green check mark, so either right next to the cursor, or we can go up here to the dialog box and go to OK, and then it goes over here and populates that into the Properties Manager. But that's still selected and that box still open. Now we can go over here and select another line over here, and this is under Select Group. And again, right click on the mouse or green check mark over here, and puts that second item in here, and now it's going to be constrained. So green check mark, now we have that in place. If we do the mass properties in that, that should work out.